And I'd like to invite Mr. Akhilesh Srivastava to come for the next presentation. He is the Chief General Manager IT in the National Highway Authority India and COO IHMCL, looking after the prestigious Government of India project of electronic toll collection in 400 plus toll plazas spread throughout India on national highways.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is, if I discuss give a small background, the highway development in any emerging technology has been in these three phases: the construction, operation, and the network management. So right now, till now, we had been as a National Highway Authority of India and other allied agencies which are making the highways, we were more focused on the construction. As a result, we had made approximately 1 lakh kilometer of national highways, which are 4 lanes, 6 lanes, and some of them are expressways up to 12 lanes also. But now there is a time to focus on the operation to go ahead with the traffic related issues. So approximately 1 more lakh is to be added in next few years. But the surprising fact is the national highways, though it constitutes only 2% of the total highways, total road in the India, but the traffic moving on this are 40%. So you can understand what is the need of operational functionality and where your technology can come in and improve the system or the traffic management on the highway. So on this background, what are the operations required? Now if I discuss from the perspective of a highway user, he is going to look that the highway should be of adequate width, number of lanes should be adequate. Of course, that is under construction. Similarly, there should not be congestion near the cities and all. There has to be interactive signboard, which was in the morning session. It was told by Secretary and the advisor Niti Aayog that we are working on if we get a warning sign earlier, or if we get before some road congestion is there ahead, we get some signal, some signage, some message that this is the time to take turn, or we can go slow, or we can take some rest at some nearby wayside amenity instead of getting puzzled in the subsequent congestion ahead. So that is and another is the wayside amenities, which we are developing now. One of the major, whenever we visit the developed countries, we find that every 50-60 kilometers there is a wayside amenity where you can have a cup of tea, coffee, and public utilities are there. But unfortunately, it's developed in our along the highways in unorganized way. Any of you have traveled from Agra to Lucknow, there is an expressway called Taj Expressway. It's almost 300 kilometer length. But in this entire length, you will not find a single tea shop or a public place where it can be used for the utilities. And driving for 300 kilometer is and without a stop, it's a painful journey. Turns out to be a nightmare for the people who are traveling. So considering that, we are developing wayside amenities at every 50 to 60 kilometers on the national highways. And greenery is, of course, sustainable. Light and net connectivity is, of course, there. So, but I will be focusing more today on the toll plaza, considering the things. So, and the topic which I am going to explain in few details are the electronic toll collection. If I discuss what is the number of toll plazas which we are handling, while introduction it was told that around 400 toll plazas. Yes, gentlemen, it's around 419 toll plazas as on date on the national highways, on which approximately 394 toll plazas has been converted on the electronic toll collection, where when you move, I will be explaining in the next slide, the toll is deducted automatically without stopping at the toll plaza. And why we need not stop, that also I will explain. And that's an area which was neglected, and it requires urgent focus as of, at present. This is the journey is not stopping here. The 419 are right now, and another in next 2 years we are going to add another 500 toll plazas. So it's going to be 10,000 toll plazas. And the journey through toll plaza, I think most of you are aware, and many of you must have seen also, experienced it. You drive on a very good highway at cruising at the speed of 80 or 100 or sometime over speeding also. But the moment you reach a toll plaza, your all euphoria of a good driving goes for a 6. And I mean, every minute you start waiting. In fact, you criticize the National Highway Authority of India and the toll plaza agencies. So that is the choke point basically as on date, because highways are very good. So we are focusing on those issues. And why it is a required management, I mean, it requires focus, because if you, why I should go for electronic toll collection, because as of now it's a cash collection. And gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, how much time does it take? We had done a study on this. Surprisingly, cash payment takes lesser time than the cards. In the card, by the time your OTP PIN comes and other things, it is 35, but at toll plaza, you must have seen a person is always ready with the cash in hand and he gives it. So average time taken at the toll plaza in cash is approximately 20 seconds. Similarly, UPI and the Bheem app we tried, that takes approximately 26 seconds. The best solution is the electronic toll collection. In India, we have branded it as a FASTag. So this takes 300 to 400 milliseconds. That means vehicle need not to stop, because if a vehicle enters a toll plaza and till the exit, if it is moving at a speed of 50 kilometer even, it takes approximately 3 seconds to cross the toll plaza setup. So if we are taking less than a second, so vehicle need not to stop and it just cruises through. I mean, the focus I was repeatedly trying to gather of the August gathering here, I'm sitting here, was the number of traffics which are plying on our toll plazas. Gentlemen, there are 50 toll plazas where the daily traffic, the PCUs we call passenger car units, the trucks are converted in the standard unit, are more than 1 lakh on 50 toll plazas. And on an average, we got 10.6 lanes at every toll plaza. Similarly, there are more than 300 toll plazas where more than 25,000 vehicles are passing per day. And just let us see, if I follow the same pattern which we are following right now, if we go with the cash, one lane can deliver throughput from one lane will be around 200. 200 vehicles by paying. If the person is very efficient, he is ready with the cash and immediately exchange are taking place, approximately 200 vehicles can pass through. Of course, card I am not going to discuss, but in electronic toll collection it is 1500. The peak hour, while the toll plaza which are near the cities, at peak time, the number of traffic is approximately 10 to 12,000 PCUs. So if it is a toll plaza having 10 lanes, if you divide it, all the lanes are working, then it's going to be 1,000 vehicles, or if it is a even bigger toll plaza, it's going to be 600 to 700 vehicles at least in each lane at a peak time. If it is cash, so you can pass only 200, and the rest are going to be queued up. And that is the reason you find most of the toll plaza in our country are, I mean, there is a big queue. It's nothing to do with the people who are, I mean, it does not mean that people are not working over there, and in spite of their best effort, they cannot be, because there is a choke point there at all. If the vehicles are 1,000 or 800, the throughput can be maximum 200. The question doesn't arise that they can. So gentlemen, that is the reason we are going for the electronic toll collection, because we can't increase the lanes. The land on the sites are very costly. It's a tedious process to obtain the land. So the best thing is to go with the electronic toll collection. There are many different technologies. I will not go into these details. What we are following is the passive tag technology, where a FASTag, which we are using for the electronic toll collection. This FASTag is a small sticker. There is a small antenna in it, the silver antenna, which is pasted on the front of a front windscreen of a vehicle. When this and a mobile wallet is linked to this sticker. When this moves through a toll plaza, a gantry reader scans it and the money is settled. The vehicle just cruises through from the toll plaza. There is the infrastructure, and this slide will explain how it works. It is scanned by a reader. It goes to a local server and the payment is done. The vehicle is need not to stop. I stopped it to just show how it works. Otherwise, it's on move only. And this is how the structure takes place. Though the total system looks very simple, but back-end system is even complicated because there are many issuer banks, there are many set of people who finally do the transaction and it is settled. So, gentlemen, what is the short-term goal which we are looking for? Because this is the target given to us by Prime Minister Office that by March 18, we must put the FASTag on at least 30 lakh vehicles, and the penetration should increase to 35%. That means 1/3 of the vehicle should be having a FASTag. We are working on it. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I'm discussing here, because it can be publicized in a better way that things are moving, and we have done this ETC on 394 toll plazas as of now. We are converting all the lanes on ETC, because if I do one, so probably have you seen, I mean, as I was discussing in the previous slide, it's going to pass only one lane with the RFID, the rest lane will be again choked up. So as a policy, we had decided that all lane will be RFID, all lane will be on ETC, but that will be done in a gradual way. How are we going? And this is the progress we achieved in the last 3-4 months. And we could fix approximately 6.48 lakh tags. In last 4 months, it is almost 1 lakh per month. And the transactions through ETC in last 4 months has gone up from 30,000 per month to it's now 3.11 lakh daily transactions. So many vehicles with ETC are passing through. And ETC penetration has increased up to 18%. Overall, it is 2,000 crore business has taken place through electronic. What are the actions we are taking to encourage the sale of it? We have recently launched, we made this availability of FASTag online. You can, there are 2 apps which we have launched. One is My FASTag and FASTag Partner. These FASTag apps are available on Google Play Store as well as iOS. It can be downloaded. It comes with ready-made things. You can order the FASTags online and it will be delivered at the doorstep of the person. This has recently increased the pace. People are buying it. We are also in making awareness among the people so that they know that what are the benefits. You need not to stop at the toll plaza. You can cruise through. Hoardings, leaflet, radio programs, and all those things we are doing. And of course, now it will be soon available through your e-commerce site, Amazon and Flipkart. Similarly, to increase the infrastructure on toll plazas, what we are doing right now, we are converting all the lanes that are around 3,500 lanes. So all the lanes will be RFID enabled. They will be on the ETC mode. And out of this, one lane will be earmarked exclusively for the FASTag vehicles. So there no other mode of payment will be accepted. This is only for the RFID vehicles with the proper road signage and everything. And there is a marshal to ensure that it is appropriate. People are FASTag vehicles are only plying on it. As penetration increase, we will make the next lane also as a dedicated lane. And if, when it increases beyond 35%, the third lane. So this is how gradually we decided to move in our country. And once the penetration increases more than 80% or 75%, barring one lane, rest of the lane will be exclusively RFID lane. So, and with the long-term goal on these lines are easy and hassle-free tolling without stopping at the highways. No toll plaza infrastructure on highway. Once we achieve the target of around 75 to 80% penetration of the things, or the people are having the FASTag fixed on the vehicles. Incidentally, morning, as Secretary Morth was mentioning, Mr. Malik, government is coming up with a notification that from 1st of October, probably it may change to 1st November, all new vehicles will be sold only with the FASTag affixed on the vehicle. So it will be ready-made, it will be available on the vehicle. Only thing you have to simply top up, recharge it and move it on the highways. That will make it mandatory. And if we achieve this target, then probably we'll remove the toll plaza infrastructure at all. The gantry will be placed at, there is no tolling on the national highways. At the entry and exit points, the gantries will be placed with readers, and the tolling will be exactly distance based, which should be logically, because right now it is a fixed base, which is not, which is objectionable, and people also do not come forward to go further with this. Once it is a distance based, person enters on a highway and exits. So for that particular distance only, he gives the pays the toll, and that too recovered electronically through him. Thank you.